Dear friends, the Holy Saturday sometimes can be the most overlooked day of the Triduum. Yet it holds a profound and necessary silence. The day between death and resurrection, between sorrow and joy, between what was and what will be. And yet it invites us to linger in this sacred pause. On Holy Saturday, heaven seems quiet. Jesus lies in the tomb. The disciples hide in fear. Mary holds her grief in stillness. This is the day when nothing seems to happen, and yet everything is happening. God is at work in hidden places, in the silence of the tomb, in the depths of the human heart, in the spaces where hope feels fragile. So what does Holy Saturday teach us? It teaches us that God's silence is not God's absence. Because the tomb is not only a symbol of death, it is also a place of waiting, of transformation, of mystery. The gospel for the vigil begins with the women coming to the tomb after the Sabbath, as the first day of the week was dawning. But before that dawn, there is a long night. We all know this kind of waiting, friends. Waiting for healing, waiting for clarity, waiting for reconciliation, waiting for God to move. So Holy Saturday reminds us that waiting is part of faith. The ancient tradition tells us that on this day, Christ descends to the dead, breaking open the gates of darkness and lighting up all who long for redemption by lifting them up. Why the world sees stillness, Christ is moving. Why the disciples see defeat, Christ is conquering death from within. So Holy Saturday reveals a God who enters the places we fear most and transforms them from the inside. So Holy Saturday is the only day of the year when the church does not celebrate Mass. The emptiness is intentional because we sit with the reality of loss, the ache of longing, the uncertainty of what comes next, and yet we do not despair. We hold grief in one hand and hope in the other. This day teaches us that faith is not always triumphant. It is often patient. So as we prepare for the light, Holy Saturday as the quiet breath before the great Alleluia, it is the stillness before the stone is rolled away. So we prepare our hearts not by pushing or rushing, but by resting, not by noise, but by listening, not by striving, but by trusting. So the vigil will burst with light, but today we honor the darkness that makes that light meaningful. My dear friends, we are invited to embrace the sacred in between. The spaces where God seems silent yet deeply at work. We are taught to trust the slow hidden work of grace because resurrection is coming, but today we wait with Jesus in the quiet, knowing that even in the tomb, his love is still alive. God bless you.